Okay, so this is another method, and it's called a bar method or a strip diagram for percents. There's different names for it, but the main thing is that we're using a visual to figure this out. 20% of 40. We already know that from our other videos, but well, let's look at a picture version of this. And so what you would typically do is draw a bar. I did not make very good sense out of this last time I did it, and I apologize. It's just the way it is. Things happen and we learn from them. And so if I was to cut this into pieces, let's say 10 pieces. How many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I did this beautifully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now I'm just going to go ahead and say I got 0 here, and I got 100 here. What do I have 100 of? I have 100%. And down here, I have 0%. Okay? Then this right here is going to be 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and so on until I get to the very end. Okay, you see how these are all percents. I'll go ahead and put this to signify the percent side of things. Now, what is 20% of 40? Well, 40 is our whole, right? 40 is our 100%. And then 0 would be our 0%, right? Okay. So this is our whole, that's the 40, that's the 100%, and 0 is the 0%. So me, I like to use logic behind this. I like to cut things in half. What is half of 40? What is 50% of 40? What is half of 40 using our benchmark percentages that we talked about? Well, half of 40 is 20. 20, 50% of 40. Okay, we already know what 50% of 40 is. It's 20. Cool. But we're trying to find 20%. Well, I can label all these, but I think I should just get to the point. I can say what's 10% of 40. What would be 10% of 40? What times 10 would give me 40? What times 10 would give me 40? Well, it would be, giving you a moment. It'd be 4. 4 times 10 would give me 40. Okay? And then if I doubled that, I'd get 8. If I double, because this is 10% and this is 20%. So there's 2 10% within 20%, right? So I just double it. 8. 8. Oh, I did this wrong. Dadgummit. I'm tired. It's part of making mistakes, eh? 10% of 40. No, that's right, actually. Yeah, 12. Then another 4 would give me 16, and then 20. And then 20 plus another 4 would give me 24, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 40. I'll go ahead and do it. Another 4 would be 28. Another 4 would be 32. Another 4 would be 36. And then 40. All right. So we know that 10% of 40 is 4. And then we also know that, we know what 20% of 40 is now. Right there. It is 8. Congratulations. 8 is the answer. So 20% of 40, and we found that out earlier, is equal to 8. Thanks for hanging with me, even through the brain fart that I just had, because I'm exhausted, and your mercy and grace is much appreciated. Now you know how to use a fraction bar to figure out all the different percents that are within your whole. That's all you do is you draw a picture and hey, my benchmark fractions. What's 50 or what's a half of my 40? What's halfway between 0 and 40? It's 20. Okay, cool. Now I can even go so far as to finding 25% by just halving that 20 again, and it would be in between here. It'd be 10. I could actually find out 25% would be right in there. It'd be 10 because that's half of 50% would be 25%, which would be 10. It'd be right in between 8 and 12. You use your benchmark fractions to help you fill in the gaps. That's it.